Buddies, another episode of Overpromised.
¿Qué tal, Vatos Locos Forever? It's National Hispanic Heritage Month. ¿Qué tal, órale?
Vatos Locos!
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We are Covino and Rich, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. This is our bonus pod. It's Overpromised. All the ideas and discussions that we overpromise, never have time for, we bring it here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Plus, with DraftKings, I got a teaser bet and a parlay. No fail.
And
no fail.
No fail.
Maybe, but no fail, I think.
No fail. And if you're not on the Coach Prime bandwagon, we're going to tell you why you should be. How could you not be?
I was going to say, what are you waiting for?
We're going to give you all the reasons from this week alone. This week alone. All right? But first and first, mostly, good day. And let's talk some celebrity couples.
There are two in the sports entertainment world that are honestly, like, exciting right now. This whole Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift deal. And now Odell Beckham Jr. and Kim Kardashian.
And Kimmy cakes. He couldn't resist them cakes.
Can't resist.
So
you know, he could grab those.
Yeah. OBJ is grabbing onto them cakes with one hand, probably two hands. And Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Now, Jason Kelce says...
Do you think he's like, get over here, and he just grabs a cheek?
Yeah, probably. Jason Kelce says that Travis and Taylor Swift, the rumors, are 100% true, most likely. But I mean, come on, he knows the deal.
His brother.
And the question is, based on these two celebrity athlete power couples, who lasts longer and why?
I mean, in the bedroom?
Sure, why not?
Oh, no, you, like as a couple. Okay.
Yeah, because look, Taylor Swift not known for keeping the relationships going. I think there's going to be a Travis Kelce song written before you know it.
Well, look at it this way. I think Taylor Swift, and I feel like I'm getting all analytical about a celebrity couple, but she's used to dating dudes like Joe Alwyn, John Mayer, Harry Styles, like Calvin Harris. We're talking like skinny, artsy, musical dudes. She's never been with a beefcake like Travis Kelce. And we've all been there where you date someone not typically who you would go after. And I think sometimes that works. I think this is awesome.
Yeah, but you know, there's a lot of people chasing Travis Kelce.
You're the guy that watched that show back in the day?
I never watched it, but we did interview him around that time, and he is a beefcake. Dude's a stud for sure. Now, again, he's dating Taylor Swift, one of the most popular people on the planet. His stock rises. Not that he didn't have options before, but now, dude, just this week, Kristen Cavallari was like, you know, I've always loved you, Travis.
Well, if I was Travis Kelce, I'd check the Jay Cutler receipts before I went down that road.
Yeah, different people bring out different sides, right?
That's
so, you know, people are now throwing it out there too. And like, you could have had me, Travis. So, look, I wish them all the best. Let's make this clear. But I'm actually thinking that Kim K and OBJ last a little longer. I do, because
isn't she going down the same road of, well, let me date like a hot, ripped NFL or NBA player? It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Think about this.
But she was with Pete Davidson too.
That is true, and he's a goon.
Right. So she's going back to what she likes, I think.
I mean, consistency. I just always wonder, do people date someone different and then it's destined to just be like, nah, it doesn't work? Do you always go back to your type? Is this Taylor Swift's, I'm going to date like a jock, where I'm used to dating like the artsy dude? Like Travis Kelce is very bro-y. Can you picture Taylor Swift, who has all these like female fans, Swifties, and going on her Eras tour, making billions? Do you think her fans care about Travis Kelce at all? I don't think they overlap at all.
But I will give him props for throwing it out there, bringing that friendship bracelet, putting it out there publicly on his podcast.
He's got game.
He made it happen. Yeah. He's a champion.
I got some wise words for that Cincinnati mayor.
He's a winner.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Wow.
She's never dated a guy with some balls like Travis Kelce. She dates dudes that wear. She dates dudes that wear sequins and bell bottoms.
It's a new relationship. There hasn't even been a picture that I saw of Travis and Taylor.
Yeah, they haven't even had a picture.
There's pictures of Rich and Taylor.
Well, I mean, I've interviewed her, so.
No. Pictures of you. Remember when you were fanboying Taylor Swift? Remember when you were Remember that? I remember that. Back in the early 2000s.
Oh, there I am.
Oh, there he is. Taylor!
T-Swizzle!
Oh! Look, game recognized game. He's a winner. He's a champion. And who is killing it more than her? So there's an attraction there. And I respect it. I do. But I'm voting for, I should say. I'm rooting for all of them. Voting for Kim K and OBJ because I think they're probably both at the point where they're looking to settle down. And I really feel that OBJ, he's got them hands. He wants to put them places.
Oh, yeah.
I really feel he's such a flashy dude. And he's such a look at me kind of guy.
He'll lean into that family.
Right.
He'll be like Kris Jenner, Kylie, Kendall. He'll want to be part of it.
In his mind, he's got the biggest fish in the pond with the biggest treeks. And I feel like he's going to try to make that work. And he's a good-looking dude. Again, he's in the NFL, attractive to Kim. I think that one will last longer than Taylor Swift and her crazy lifestyle that she's living right now.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tougher one to piece together when you got, again, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. She's all over the world. Kim and OBJ, just logistically, geographically, can make it work. I think they'll last longer, believe it or not.
Yeah, and you know what? Kim dealt with Kanye for years. So she has the ability to keep something going if she wants to keep it going.
Who's the next Beckham Posh Spice? Who's the next celebrity power couple? Who lasts longer? You make the call.
All right, well, it is time for our DraftKings picks of the week. I got a teaser bet. I have a parlay that I think is bound to hit. Are you ready for these?
Let's go.
Now, we all know my teaser bets.
Get teaser boy.
Teaser boy. So what I love are the Ravens. They're playing the Colts. Now, unfortunately for Anthony Richardson, he's day-to-day still in concussion protocol. So we don't even know if Anthony Richardson's going to play. I know you love Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's a great spark plug, a really great backup quarterback type of guy.
But you think Gardner Minshew's got the juice to go into Baltimore?
No, but I mean, he's still going to make it competitive. Yeah. He's that type of guy.
Lamar Jackson's clicking right now on all cylinders. He got paid. I think Lamar Jackson's going to show up big. The Ravens are 7.5-point favorites. Teaser bet. Take that from 7.5, pull it down 6 points. Ravens by 1.5 in Baltimore, beating Indianapolis, likely without Anthony Richardson, their young superstar rookie, right? So you got the Ravens simply, realistically, just winning at home against a team they should beat, the Colts. Now, it's a lot of points, but the Cowboys are at Arizona. There's no home field advantage in Arizona.
No.
Cowboy fans are going to show up. The only commonality they have is that Emmitt Smith finished his career in Arizona. These teams don't have any rivalry. They never face each other, really. Cardinals stink. Cowboys are arguably the hottest team.
And they're playing well, yeah.
To start out this season. Some people say, Cowboys number 1 or 2 in the power ranking. So they are 11.5-point favorites. Tease that down 6 points. Cowboys by 5.5 in Arizona. If you don't think the Cowboys could beat the Cardinals by 6 in Arizona, I mean, come on.
I do.
So I like the Cowboys minus 5.5 and the Ravens minus 1.5 in a 2-team teaser.
Nice. I like
cool.
that.
You like
That's
that
easy to follow. I agree with both. Ravens, Cowboys, let's go.
Boys, let's effing go. Now, your DraftKings parlay. I'm going to stick with the money lines because some of these little 3.5, 4.5, 2.5 point spreads, honestly, I don't want to deal with the points. I'm going 3-team money line parlay for the amateurs that don't, wager.
Yeah.
Money line means just you got to win.
Wow. Okay.
So Lions are at home.
Okay.
After last week's shitty letdown, do you think the Lions are going to lose 2 in a row at home?
I know.
You were there in Detroit last weekend.
There.
I'm going to be in Detroit this weekend.
There was a huge buzz leading up to the game. Everyone was sort of down afterward after the walk-off touchdown from Seattle. So I think they come back too. I agree.
So Lions are at home. They're 3.5-point favorites over the Falcons. Again, don't worry about the points. Let's just do money line. Atlanta's 2-0, so that might be a little generous that it's that close, 3.5. They beat the Panthers and the Packers. What do those two teams have in common? First-year quarterbacks, Jordan Love and Bryce Young. So the Falcons have just barely beat
by a field goal
2 first-year quarterbacks. So I think it's back to reality for the Falcons. They'll lose. They'll be 2-1. They'll be fine. But I like the Lions just to win money line. Right?
Agreed, yeah.
This is the tricky one. You may not like this one. The Raiders The Raiders are 2.5-point favorites, and the Raiders are at home. And the Raiders are playing the Steelers, who are a confusing team because the Steelers look like horseshit against my 49ers. They couldn't move the ball. Kenny Pickett, who?
And then the defense stepped up last week.
Yeah, and then they win a game in prime time against Cleveland, who I thought was going to beat them. So the Steelers are still hard to read. They're 1-1. They're going to Las Vegas. I'm still not sold on the Steelers. I'll be honest. The Week 1 Steelers that got crushed by the Niners, I feel like that's a team that may show up in Vegas. The Raiders are favored by 2.5. I thought this might just be a pick 'em, to be honest, but I like the Raiders money line. So
I'm surprised you're even touching this game because
it's tricky.
Expecting it to be a close one.
Yeah. So Raiders money line, Lions money line. The last game I love, it's Eagles by 4.5. I'm taking the money line. Forget the 4.5. Eagles are playing on the road, but on the road is in Tampa. I love what Baker Mayfield's doing. I love the dude's energy. He's got that buzz. He's got that vibe. He's got everything going on. He won over the locker room. He won over the crowd. People are like, wow, there's life after Tom Brady in Tampa. Thank you, Baker Mayfield. But that doesn't make up for the fact that the Eagles are just a better team. Like you could have all the heart in the world. As Rocky said, I got a lot of heart, but I got no locker. They got a lot of heart.
I agree with you 100%. But who are you rooting for?
I'm rooting.
No, I mean, like,
for
where's
Tampa.
your heart?
Oh, my heart is Baker Mayfield. I'm a Niners fan, so of course I want the Eagles to lose because no one wants to play in Philadelphia in the playoffs.
I agree with you.
But realistically, I got to be a realist. I can't bet with my heart. I got to bet with my brain. Eagles money line. So you got Lions, Raiders, and Eagles. Oh my! Lions, Raiders, and Eagles. Lions, Raiders, and Eagles. 100 wins 306.
Hey, when I agree with Rich, it's fact. The only one that's a little tough is that Raiders game. But hey,
yeah.
I
you
like
know what?
it.
I'll be honest. If you look at this week's schedule, I'll be honest. There's some games that I won't touch. If you want me to just name a couple, like Titans at Browns, how the hell do you want to touch that one? Broncos at Dolphins? You could say, well, Dolphins are a better team, but is Russ never going to win?
I think he's done, man.
Then you got Patriots at the Jets. What Jets team? The one that beat the Bills with great defense, or the Jets that got trounced by the Cowboys? You start looking at all these games. Falcons at Lions. We did that one. I like the Lions. Saints at Packers. Tell me you could tell me right now. Derek Carr versus Jordan Love in Green Bay? I'm like the
shrugging emoji.
So, I mean, even something, the best game of the week, by the way, I'm not touching, but I can't wait to watch. Chargers at Vikings, 2 0-2 teams that both can't go 0-3. So, and one of them will. So, those are your picks. Again, Lions, Raiders, and Eagles parlay. And Ravens, Cowboys, 6-point teaser. Ravens by 1.5, Cowboys by 5.5. Lock them, load them. DraftKings, love ya. Code OVERPROMISED.
Well, we're back with another week of football. DraftKings Sportsbook is keeping us in on the NFL action with great offers every single game day. New customers can bet just $5, get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Throw 5 on any game this week. Any of this week's epic matchups, walk away an instant winner.
And DraftKings is not stopping there. All customers, not just new ones, all customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every game day this September. It's more fun when you're in on the action. That's how I feel. I want to be in on the action. So download the app now and sign up with code OVERPROMISED. And new customers bet that $5 and you get $200 in instant bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. With code OVERPROMISED, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, licensee partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles, and Louisiana. 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms for eligibility terms and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply.
All right.
I let that guy read it because I know we would fumble all those words.
I mean, I can't talk that. I'm not the Micro Machines guy. I'm Steve Covino. That is Rich Davis. This is Overpromised, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Again, we're from Fox Sports Radio, and you can hear us 5 to 7 Eastern every Monday through Friday. This is our bonus podcast. every Wednesday. If you're playing along live, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. If you're listening or watching in the future, thank you again. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for checking us out. Now, we got to talk Coach Prime.
Don't think you can wear your sunglasses inside.
Why not? I'm on the bandwagon. And the question is, how could you not be on the Coach Prime bandwagon? If you're not, we're going to tell you why you should be. And we're giving you all the reasons from this week alone.
Yeah.
Just this week.
Not the fact that he played football and baseball. He hit inside the park home run.
Exactly. Not because he played baseball and football the same day.
Yeah.
None of that. Not because he had the coolest Jerry curl going.
And
none
a dangling earring.
None of that.
And he does a great end zone dance.
This is this week alone, okay? And, I mean, where do you start? Congrats on the epic win, by the way, in the ratings.
Well, keep in mind, the epic ratings win, the most watched late-night college football game in ESPN history. And the truth is, that comeback win over Colorado State, you said it. There was no way he could lose to that other coach.
No way. With all the celebrities on site, Lil Wayne, The Rock, his mom was there making speeches, getting the team fired up. The world was watching. Ratings were high. Dude, I was on the East. I was in Detroit. And I was up to almost 3 a.m. watching that game.
You must be lonely.
I must be lonely. But it was that great. It was that good.
Well,
so
listen.
That was just the start of all the things going on this week.
It's a program that was 1-11. I know everyone knows this, but it was a program that stunk. Deion Sanders has you caring. If you would have told me 6 months ago, yo, Rich, on a Saturday night, you would tell your wife, yeah, babe, we can't watch a movie yet. I'm watching Colorado State. She'd be like, you're shitting me. People are invested in Colorado. It is great for college football.
And you know why, though,
people cared. Usually that late game, I'll be honest, living out here in the West Coast, that late game, unless it involves like a big USC game or UCLA or Stanford, there's always that later game. And 90% of the time, it's sort of like, half-ass watch, right?
Well,
Colorado
again,
changed that.
It's the power of Coach Prime, the influence, the impact. He's a difference maker, as he says. Look, we grew up with this dude. We know what he's about.
Are you going to keep the sunglasses on this whole time?
I might, man. I'm feeling it.
Well, you know what? Are you part of the $5 million in sunglasses sales?
What a week. Again, this started off first day, his Blender sunglasses. First day, 1.2 million sold.
Wow.
4.8 million as of Monday, over 72,000 pairs of sunglasses. And as of today, 5 million.
Dude.
In the first few days of pre-sale orders.
They're hard to find. That is unbelievable. What he is doing for Colorado, what he is doing for college football, what he's just doing to hype people up. That's why I'm saying, if you're not on the bandwagon, is it because you hate Deion? Is it because you didn't like his flashiness? Are you a Falcons fan that feels burnt from back in the day?
It's because he beat you back in the day.
Are you a Cowboys fan that hated that he shut down Michael Irvin in the playoffs when he was on the Niners? There's got to be a reason.
There's a reason.
Coach Prime is bringing it. And you know what I thought was interesting too? He's such a personality. Did you see his kid doing a Coach Prime impression? And people are buying into the family now. It's not Shador.
Well, this is the human side. You know what I mean? Like, you're seeing the human side, the fun side of Coach Prime. We always saw and always knew the flashy side.
Do you like the Shiloh impression?
I did. I thought it was great.
Take a look. Yeah.
Hey, favorite son.
What's going on, baby? It's prime time, son. You know we're getting that work in. 21 days of prime, baby.
Hey, don't laugh at it. Don't encourage it. Don't encourage it.
I love
it. You laughing too? So you think it's funny too? You think I sound like that?
Good day and God bless his prime time son, baby.
Yeah, I love it. Dude, fantastic. So the kids, they're playing for dad. You know, I think my wife asked me, like, is that allowed? I'm like, yeah, I coach my daughter Little League now.
So clearly it's allowed.
And I was like, yeah, you know what? Usually you think of like your dad being your coach or your mom being your coach. You're usually thinking like Little League or Pop Warner football or something. How often do you think, oh yeah, dad's the coach of me in a Division I college program?
You know,
it is unconventional.
You see it sometimes.
Didn't the Ripkins do that in baseball?
In baseball,
Yeah.
you see it in fighting a lot, right? Because the fighter's dad was his
Is his
trainer,
trainer,
he's in his
yeah.
corner. So you do. But yeah, it's wild to see the family man and the coach.
That's more individual, right? Because, you know, the boxer
Tennis.
and the UFC guy, tennis. But on a team sport, I mean, off the top of my head, I could really only think of the Ripkins, and then, the Griffey and his son played together, but playing for your dad has got to be wild. Because, you know, you're like, it's your dad. It's unconventional.
But your dad isn't Deion Sanders. My dad wears tighty whities and he has a mustache, right? So yeah, your dad and your dad is different.
Wait, is
than
that your
Coach
dad
Prime.
or Dennis Eckersley?
Right, exactly. So I mean, he's the legend. It's a different type of guy. Now back to Deion the businessman. Again, this is this week alone. Reasons why you should be on the bandwagon. How could you not be? Because you don't like him for whatever reason from back in the day. Not only $5 million in sales, right? $5 million in sales just in pre-orders in the past few days. But he trademarked, get this week.
Didn't Doc Rivers trade his son?
Yes, he did.
So yeah, I'm thinking of other combos.
I'm getting rid of this guy. I'm sick of my son.
Bye, Austin. Dad?
So Deion Sanders, the businessman, trademarked this week, Coach Prime,
Smart move.
Prime Effect.
Oh.
It's personal.
Oh.
Daddy Buck, which I don't even know that one. Daddy Buck. And I saw that. I'm like, great business moves. I like it. But how did he not trademark no bull junk? So that's another one.
Why do you do it? No bull junk.
Another reason
bull junk.
why I love him. I'm loving this story. I'm on the bandwagon. No bull junk. No bull junk. I love no bull junk. Could say it on Fox Sports.
Father-son combos.
I'm more of a fan of pizza flavored, but thanks.
Pizza flavored combos are the best one. But father-son combos, not even playing. The Shanahan's coaching, Bum Phillips and Wade Phillips coaching. But father-son player combos, they play together, but the coaching player combo is rare. So, Deion's got multiple of his kids on the team, which is wild.
Oh, yeah, it's incredible. Now, how about after the big win? Again, 43-35, great game, most watched. We talked about that. How about the classy attitude he had at the press conference this week when he squashed all the death threats to Henry Blackburn? He's like, look, regardless of clean hit, dirty hit, he's a good player, and none of this is warranted. And he sort of shut that down. And
so I like that he
class act.
He was classy, and he made sure some college kid wasn't getting death threats. So plus another point for
and
Coach
he lost
Prime.
his primetime player in Travis Hunter. So, for him to get up there and squash that and take command and control of that situation, thought that was a dope move.
Henry Blackburn is a good player who played a phenomenal game. He made a tremendous hit on Travis on the sideline. You could call it dirty. You could call it he was just playing the game of football. But whatever it was, it does not constitute that he should be receiving death threats. This is still a young man trying to make it in life, a guy that's trying to live his dream and hopefully graduate with honors or degree, committed to excellence and go to the NFL. He does not deserve a death threat over a game.
Squashed it. That's what leaders do. Leaders do things like that. He's proven to be a great leader, a great businessman, a good father, and, great for ratings. And you know what? Like I said, the personal side, I love the relationship between him and other GOATs like Tom Brady. And I love how Shador is using Tom Brady as a mentor. I think that storyline is also fantastic.
Watching legends have that mutual respect for each other. Dude, it gives you can I say this? It gives you like a sports boner. It's like watching these guys have that mutual respect.
Not your first.
And,
or your last.
When you see Tom Brady giving advice to Shador, have you seen that clip? I thought that was awesome. Take a look at this.
Before I go, Tom, do you think a college kid needs a Phantom, like a Rolls Royce?
Nah. Hey, no, it's not a Phantom. It's a Rolls Royce Cullinan.
I think he needs to get his ass in the film room and spend as much time in there as possible. Less time in the car and more time in the film room.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that.
I love it. And the crazy part about that clip is there were people that were hating online saying, oh, look at him showing off his relationship with Tom Brady.
Nah.
It's not showing off when that's the life you only know. Like, you only know the life you live. If you grew up poor or rich or in the city or the suburbs or the countryside, that's all you know. You know what Deion's kids know? Growing up with prime time as pops.
And Uncle Tom.
Tom Brady. There he is.
And Uncle Tom Brady.
So when you look at it, Tom Brady's just part of the fam.
He is. And his mentor. And I give all props to Shador, too, for having the wherewithal and the smarts and intelligence to say, hey, I have access to the GOATs. I have access to the best, and I'm going to use them to my advantage.
Let me
to
give
get
you
any and every advantage in sports. He's doing that. I credit that.
Yeah, honestly, it's like if you're let's say you were friends with John Mayer. I'm just random, and your daughter wanted to play guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't you be like, hey, honey, my friend's John Mayer? Like that, you would do it, right? I always think of there's a pop star, Elle King. She had a couple songs, X's and O's. You might remember that one.
Song, yeah,
played on iHeart a lot. When you listen to her songs, you're like, wait, her dad's Rob Schneider?
Sweet Robbie Schneider.
Her Elle King's dad is Rob Schneider. So she grew up. Think of her family barbecues. Your dad's friends would stop by. You know who her dad's friends are?
Uncle Adam.
Yeah. Oh, there he is, the Sandman.
Oh, yes. Oh, Elle King. Oh, yes.
Chris Rock, Kevin James, the late Chris Farley. So she grew up, you might be like, oh, my dad's friend is funny. No. Her dad's friends are funny.
Her dad's friend is Chris Rock.
Yeah,
way funnier.
I mean, way different. So anyone busting the balls of Shador for talking about his relationship with Tom Brady, you're a fool. You're a buffoon. That's it.
And again, to wrap up, why you gotta be on the Deion Sanders bandwagon. Again, this week alone. We're just seeing a different side. We know his greatness on the field as a player. But now we're seeing how special he is just as a coach and almost everything he does.
Of course. Well, hold on. What day is it? Wednesday? So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Enjoy it because you have 3 days until Oregon probably beats them. So enjoy the undefeated Coach Prime.
You're right. It's gonna feel a little different. However, he doesn't have one of his key players.
That is true.
So there is that
and he did
reason.
say he's like 7 dogs away. So,
right.
We'll see you guys later on Fox Sports Radio and next week for more Overpromised. Thank you, DraftKings. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. Until next time, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the Overpromised land.
Goodbye.